everybody. Welcome to Rock and Roll Shin-Soo Choo, episode number 39. My name is Gabe Estel, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Dennis Levi Leach and Jonathan Getz. How's it going, guys?
It's great.
All right.
Fantastic.
It's cold.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Cold as hell. It really is, yeah. So, as we enter the new year, Happy New Year, everybody. I don't think we've recorded since 2016 kicked off. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and kind of tell you up front here what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about the Baseball Hall of Fame, the Guns N' Roses lineup revealed, and with the major reunion coming up, or at least a partial reunion. And then also we want to give Lemmy a good send-off. I don't know. I guess we probably need whiskey for that. But we will be remembering Lemmy as well. So before we begin, just want to remind everybody that on Twitter and Instagram, you can follow us at RockInChew. That's in as in Otis Nixon, Mojo Nixon. All right.
Very good.
So yeah, I'd like to see those guys together. But anyway,
I wouldn't be able to keep up.
Right, no kidding. Yeah, Otis has had some rough years. So he married. Because I looked up Otis Nixon when I posted on Instagram the other day because his birthday was a couple days ago. I think his birthday was yesterday, and he married Pebbles from the late '80s. Remember that one?
Oh yeah,
'80s boy.
Oh yeah, Pebbles.
Yeah,
I'm not hip to Pebbles.
Pebbles on vinyl, Levi, by any chance?
You don't see a lot of used Pebbles. People got Pebbles. They're holding on to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she's getting a royalty check like once every 10 years still, man.
Do you want to ride in my Mercedes, boy? All right, I'll stop there.
Yeah.
That's made. YouTube was made for Pebbles videos.
Right.
Enjoy them there. But yeah, so Otis was married to Pebbles for a while. But anyway, happy belated, Otis. At RockInChew. So follow us on Instagram and Twitter there. All right, guys. Big news in baseball this past week when we learned that King Griffey Jr. and Mike Piazza will be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame this spring. So no big surprise on Griffey. On Piazza, maybe somewhat of a surprise. I don't know about a surprise. I mean, I think people knew it was coming, but maybe didn't know if he would be, just this year. So
he was taking it year by year, I think, is safe to say.
Yeah, right. Because his last season in the bigs, I guess would have been maybe, I'm guessing 08, 09?
This was his fourth year on the ballot.
Okay, fourth year on the ballot. Okay, There you go then. All right. Oh, yeah, he wrapped it up in Oakland in 07.
Was it Oakland? Wow.
Wow. I don't even.
That's a trivia question for you.
No kidding. His last two seasons were spent with San Diego in 06 and Oakland in 07.
Wow. California dreaming.
San Diego. Wow.
Yeah, right, huh? I guess he was like, might as well stay out in Cali.
That's what yeah.
San Diego and then just head north to Oaktown, I guess. So,
Yeah, didn't go back to the Dodgers.
No.
No homecoming.
And it said that he'll have a Mets hat on, and
Really?
on his plaque. Yeah.
Really?
I think
Mets, yeah. More years with the Mets.
Yeah, he played a couple more years with the Mets, and I guess he kind of had a falling out with the Dodgers.
I think so. I don't know the details, but yeah.
Even though he was drafted, right, because he was Tommy Lasorda's nephew or son-in-law or something.
Yeah, there's a connection there.
Yeah.
So, I came in 92. So, like, Piazza, I remember coming in right about the time I stopped really paying close attention to my baseball cards, and I got kind of moved.
I have a few, yeah. I mean, I don't have a ton of him, but I have, I think, a couple of his rookie cards.
His Rookie of the Year season was the following year in 93. So in 92, when he came up, it was just, it was 21 games, so I'm guessing he was a September call-up or something.
Yeah.
So 93 got Rookie of the Year and the Silver Slugger Award already in his rookie year.
Yeah, shit, he won it 6 years in a row.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, right. And then
He's the stud.
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, it dropped off around 02. That's kind of when the
Top mustaches in baseball as well.
right. right?
Yeah, the Fu Manchu or the stash.
Yeah,
He said on Dan Patrick
like the Hogan.
he would he would intentionally pay tribute to like 70s ball players with his facial hair.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a rocker, man. I mean, he
Oh
loves him and Zach Wilde are tight.
Yeah, there are photos with him and Zach Wilde.
yeah. Father Wilde.
Yeah. There's a photo. I have to find it. Zach Wilde played the Star Spangled Banner at the Mets game, and he really, I guess, just in the best possible way, just added some fuzz to it, and chunked it out.
Nice.
And like you see a photo, and like all the players are kind of like when they're lined up, are kind of like quizzical looks on their faces, and then Piazza's like, yeah. So
I wonder if Piazza booked him.
I think wasn't he on that? He was on that metal show once as well.
Piazza?
Yeah.
Really?
He seems like good people to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So so Piazza obviously gets in, and then Griffey more obviously.
The only question with Griffey is whether he would get in unanimously, which has never happened.
Right.
He didn't, but he did get the highest percentage of votes
pretty
ever.
Close, yeah. Who are these pricks? Yeah.
Yeah. I guess it's a few dudes who like thought
literally 3, right? Like,
yeah, 3. Yeah, that thought, oh, he doesn't need my vote, so I'm going to vote for somebody else, and it's like, well, that's not how you're supposed to vote.
Yeah.
That Trevor Hoffman wing or something.
I'm going to vote for Jason Kendall instead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I guess maybe they're trying to get Trammell in, right?
Trying, he didn't. I mean, Trammell, it's going to be up to the Veterans Committee.
Yeah, Lee Smith got one more, Lee Smith is still on there. No Crime Dog.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk about Crime Dog and whether he should get in there eventually.
Was that Lee Smith's nickname? I don't even know.
No, Fred McGriff.
Oh, Crime Dog. Okay,
Sorry,
yeah.
Sorry,
it's been a while. It's been since like the mid-90s since I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, McGriff played until like he played a while.
Yeah.
Dude, he'll always be like a cult cardboard classic, if you will. I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't know if like he's got absolute Hall of Fame numbers. I think he would be another Veterans Committee guy, maybe.
Well, he was a guy who he had 493 home runs. And it used to be if you hit 500, you're in. And does like 7 home runs really matter?
He's 7 away?
Right.
I wonder why he didn't try and play.
He was never accused of juicing.
Good reputation. I mean,
but dude, here's
lifetime hitter for McGriff.
He may have fallen because in video games he was prone to striking out quite a bit. He always had the weird stance in the video games.
Yeah.
And he would. Oh man, there was a huge hole in his swing.
On the most recent video game that's great, MVP 05, he's still on because he played in Tampa Bay in 05.
Oh yeah.
Year. He only played in like 27 games.
Yeah.
Like I remember I signed him as a free agent because Konerko got hurt. He was hurt. He lost for the season, so brought in the Crime Dog and he got it done. But anyway, he played for the Cubs in 01 and 02.
Oh yeah, he made an appearance. I remember. I almost pulled a Santiago and bought a jersey of his. Glad I did.
02 was his last season with substantial at bats, and that was on the Cubs. He played in 146 games.
Hey Gabe, will you pull your microphone away from your beard a bit? Thanks.
Whoops, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, everybody.
I was going to school up there the year Santiago was on the team. And
are you talking about Benito?
Benito. He was on the Cubs.
Benito modeled some uniforms.
1 year. I think it was like 99 or 2000.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of the stadium, a dude has like a case of authentic, like sewn on letter jersey Santiagos. He's like, $30. I'm like, hell yes, I'll buy a Benito Santiago.
You say?
Oh yeah, I know. I mean, it has the real sewn on letters and everything, But hey, and yeah, of course he was on the team for 3 more months or something, and that was it.
Yeah. So Bagwell's going to get in, I guess, because statistically, any player who's ever gotten more than 70% gets in. Mm-hmm. Like they've never not gotten in once you get above 70%.
So next year, you think
75%? Yeah, like 15 of 16 players who got 70% got in the next year.
Well, that bodes well then for him.
Yeah, so he'll get it. And it is this kind of warming up to the guys who there have been whispers about Piazza, Bagwell.
Yeah.
Clemens and Bonds, I think, even gained some votes.
They actually did pretty well, Clemens and Bonds. I mean, they got 45 and 44% respectively.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I'm of the opinion that unless somebody's like been convicted, maybe we should just kind of
right. I mean, they weren't even testing for it. So what can you do?
It's corny, but
yeah. And why is it? Has Mussina ever had whispers?
I think he did.
Did he?
I think you're right. Yeah.
Because he's got some pretty good numbers, and considering another argument I heard on Dan Patrick this week, when you consider he pitched in Baltimore and then he pitched in New York, like 2 bandboxes against the rest of that AL East, and to put up those numbers against that division is significant.
Yeah.
But maybe more so than Schilling, though Schilling has more of a postseason resume.
He's an October hero, definitely. With everybody, with obviously the roids really kind of taking over now, and so many things being up for debate. Like I said, my opinion is just unless they were convicted, or unless they were
busted for cheating and suspended.
Because I mean, I don't know. I guess he's not eligible yet. Because Giambi, I assume, because he admitted it. He was kind of contrite when he
Pettit is another
trouble.
Example.
Yeah. I think he'll probably fare okay. I mean, he might not get on right away.
You think Giambi will make it?
I don't know. His numbers are good, man. I mean, obviously, when we say good, around many hitters,
But when you consider McGuire's about to drop off the ballot, can a guy like Giambi make it and McGuire
I think
not?
just based on reputation.
Yeah.
I think Giambi's got a better reputation than McGuire.
Yeah, but they both use, right?
Right. I don't know. McGuire, it's just been pinned to McGuire. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to the other player, though, that got in.
Absolutely.
Someone who was never tied to PEDs.
Yeah.
They might have actually helped him sustain a little longer.
Yeah, may have helped him stay healthy. For sure.
Ken Griffey Jr., the kid.
Yeah. With obviously, and this is probably one of baseball's most beloved figures of the last 30 years. I think
50 years.
Yeah, 50 years probably.
Universally loved.
Yeah, universally loved. Always youthful. He's kind of the Michael J. Fox of baseball. Like forever young.
When I was a kid, there were 2 rookie cards that mattered.
Yeah.
1986 Jose Canseco. And
with the nasty
1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr.
Are you talking about the Canseco with Eric Plunk card?
The Canseco 86 Donruss. It's
rated
his
rookie
card. It's his
rated rookie.
Not the Fleer. I'm thinking of the Fleer. Okay.
Yeah.
And that Griffey card though. It was just
I mean, one of the quintessential baseball cards.
I saw a kid
on Mannel's rookie. I would say.
Oh yeah.
Like the quintessential.
Yeah. I saw a kid on Twitter with
Wagner one. Anyway,
a kid on Twitter collects the 89 Upper Deck Griffey, and he showed a photo. I think he must have had like 400 just in this photo.
That prick's just
in a grid. I mean, it would be fun. Like, you can probably get like a little bit of a buzz every time you buy a Griffey 89 Upper Deck for like $8 or whatever you can get them for now.
I think I paid $9 or $10 for one.
Yeah.
Didn't that card?
eBay.
I mean, that card for a while got up to triple digits.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Yeah. It was like 100. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I will never forget late night shopping channel. It would be like, oh, next hour we're selling swords, but this hour we got baseball cards. And right here, what we've got is Ken Griffey Jr. The guy would always accentuate the junior.
But this is after like Junior's peak.
Yeah, this is probably like mid '90s, man. Mid to late '90s. Late night, these dudes would hawk baseball.
So
cards.
His peak, yeah.
And they would be Gem Mint 10 Griffey rookies. You're going to get a graded Gym Mint 10 Griffey
Wow.
in a holder. What you're going to do is you're going to get one. You're going to get it home. You're going to open it up and you're going to be like, why didn't I buy two? Do yourself the favor now. This is Ken Griffey Jr.
Do you remember what? You have to distinguish it because his father did play, so this guy really wanted you to know.
You don't want like hardcore Reds fans calling in.
You'd be like, up next we got 200-piece sword collection. Who doesn't need 200 swords?
Do you remember what they were selling the Gym Mint 10s for?
Tons of money, like hundreds and hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, because it's different when they're rated, like professionally graded, right?
Yeah.
Like they're worth a lot more.
Yeah, this was like the era of Beanie Babies. People were just hyped out about anything collectible.
Mint.
Yeah, it was like, this is mint, and it's collectible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's an icon.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Probably one of my favorite. And, I got to, I grew up, him and Canseco were guys that, while I was growing up at least, didn't play on the White Sox, but I would have wanted them to because they were awesome in 1990, but then I got both of them when they were in 2001 and 2008 respectively. So I got the ancient Canseco, and then Griffey was like a total non-factor for us.
You got 3 home runs from Griffey.
3 home runs, yeah. He got another postseason, his last postseason appearance.
Oh, wow.
I think he played, in the postseason. I'm pretty sure he did. Because we lost to Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay went on to...
Oh, that was the year that they went to the series.
Yeah. But yeah, so you could make actually a pretty good White Sox team with players that Kenny Williams obtained when they were over
past their prime.
33. Yeah. So because even with Griffey, he could have got in on his numbers almost just in Seattle alone.
Oh, yeah. I did. I mean...
because those Cincinnati years, aside from a couple of them, were kind of a black hole. I mean, he was injured just so often in Cincinnati. I mean, he had in Cincinnati, he had 3 productive years, maybe?
Well, just in Seattle, 13 years, 417 home runs. Cincinnati, 9 years, 210 home runs.
Right.
He batted 270 in Cincinnati, or 292 in Seattle. That includes his comeback to Seattle.
I wonder, out of those 9 years in Cincy, how many were injured? How many games did he play?
In Cincinnati, games played 145, 111, 70, 53, 83, 128, 109, 144.
So he played 2 full seasons.
Right? He only had 2 years where he played more than 128 games.
Jesus.
In 3 years where we played fewer than 100. Wow. So yeah, that's tough. That had to be such a bummer for him because he was going home and where's Dad play?
Yeah, right.
Well, to be honest, it was like the Bo Jackson of our generation. I mean, Bo Jackson was just a little bit before my generation, so to speak, but there's a whole generation of kids around our age and a little bit younger that it was Griffey was everywhere.
Yeah,
he was on their video games. He was he was the guy who had baseball games with his name on them in the mid-90s.
He was the face of the game for a while.
Kids wearing their hats backwards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the kid.
Yeah, him and Ripken there, I think for quite a number of years were the faces.
Oh, they carried it in some dark years.
Yeah.
Yeah, post-strike and all that.
Yeah, sure.
He was projected to break the home run streak that year, wasn't he, during the strike?
Oh,
something?
He had
tearing it up.
Yeah, he was.
He was having a Triple Crown year.
He had 40 home runs in 111 games in 94.
With the season ending in mid-August, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's nuts. No, he definitely, congrats to him. He beyond deserves it. So, yeah, fun stuff there. We'll transition to this here. I think we had kind of 2 stories within the last week. You have a beloved figure in baseball getting, the ultimate accolade for baseball, and then individual accolade at least, and then with Lemmy's passing, you have another beloved figure. But not one as he's accomplished, but I mean, Lemmy is a household name to people who know Lemmy, who know metal.
He's a little bit more obscure than Griffey.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I was surprised at how much attention Lemmy's death got, and I think it's unfortunate in some regard. Well, that's okay. I mean, he's kind of the Keith Richards of heavy metal,
Yeah.
I mean,
like, how is this guy still?
Yeah,
alive?
like how did Lenny make it through 40 years, let alone 70?
Mm-hmm.
So he's very beloved, and he's and he's always just seems like a really cool, chill, earnest dude as well. So I think it was a lot of attention, for the personality.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people had lots of good things to say about him, and they televised his memorial.
It was live streamed.
Memorial.
It was just like, dude after dude going up there talking.
I have a neat little story I'll share. One of my friends on Instagram, I'm at Vinyl Beast on Instagram for everybody out there. Vinyl Mike 68 is the guy's name. He shared a really neat story, and he was in a kind of a low-level band around Hollywood in the 80s, and they would play at a bar, and Lemmy would always hang out at this bar because they had a Miss Pac-Man cocktail game, the cocktail table style Miss Pac-Man.
Mm-hmm.
And so Lemmy would just sit there for hours and hours and play it, and all these girls would leave their purses with Lemmy in the corner because they were like, who's gonna fuck with Lemmy? And Lemmy's totally cool. And they're like, hey, I'll watch your guys' purses. And he all night long,
because he wasn't moving.
Yeah, he's playing Miss Pac-Man.
So Miss Pac-Man was his original, before he had the slot machine that he played, or from the Rainbow Room. Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize that.
Hey, Miss Pac-Man. Come on, Lemmy. Yeah, no, I mean, he and I was fortunate enough that I have to admit I'm kind of a latecomer to Motorhead.
Yeah, me too.
I remember the T-shirts growing up, and the black T-shirts in the back of the metal magazines that I would buy, but I got to see them 3 times within less than a year. It's just kind of the way it shook out, 2 festivals, and then I guess 3 kind of, because it was they played that sort of little traveling show that Megadeth has, that Gigantor.
Right.
They played, it was Megadeth headlining, the Motorhead played before Megadeth. Yeah, then I saw them at the one in Alabama, the festival Hangout. That was the first time I saw them. And then they played this thing with Slayer. I think it was the Monster something, named after some
Monsters
terrible
of
energy
Rock.
drink. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was something, some metal. It was good. I mean, it was Anthrax was there as well. But
I don't think I ever saw them. Yeah.
Yeah. They ripped, man. I mean, it was just what their music is, it's just
a
L driver,
Yeah.
Was it probably a low key stage setup, setup?
Yeah. It's just 3 dudes, just
going to town.
Yeah,
definitely no frills, absolutely no frills. Yeah, but it was a lot of fun, and they sounded good, because I mean, Lemmy, how he sound, at least when I saw him, was kind of like how he sounded 30 years ago as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Lemmy's always been kind of gravel, kind of a scratchy voice.
Oh yeah. I mean, you listen to the album, whether it's 82 or 2002, it's pretty. It sounds pretty similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Lemmy.
Rest in peace, man.
I guess his urn was in the shape of his hat.
Oh, nice.
I didn't get to see that. Yeah.
I didn't see it. I just heard.
To Lemmy.
Yeah. To Lemmy, who's probably never had green tea.
I know green tea, man.
But check out the documentary that they released.
Nice. Oh yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. That is a good one. And he's a good bass player as well. Really, not that he needs me to announce that. Lemmy, just in case. But yeah, maybe an underrated as a bass player.
Yeah.
Because he definitely. The documentary talks about kind of some of the sort of Motown influence on some of his playing, which I know sounds totally
sure.
totally.
Yeah.
But if you listen closely,
Yeah, but Motorhead's like perfect for just like getting me in the zone when I gotta like do a bunch of coding or something. It's just it's like next thing you know, like 2 hours have passed and you were rocking the whole time.
Yeah. So yeah, rest in peace, Lemmy. Man, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's a glass of whiskey waiting in hell. You know what I mean? That's the best way.
Yes, the way he wants. But it was impressive the amount of attention it got, and like NBC News or
right
or.
It was a national story.
Where
I feel like 15 years ago, maybe just even after he had already, laid his reputation, it wouldn't have been as big of a story. Social media and everything just plays into it.
Yeah.
More ways to broadcast the story.
Yeah, you're right. It would have been different if it was 10 years ago.
Even 10 years ago.
Yeah. But now his army has a way to speak out and get their word out more efficiently and people took notice, and that is refreshing, I suppose.
Absolutely.
A lot of people learned who Lemmy was over the last couple of weeks.
Right, and that's good. That could turn some folks on.
Yeah.
Well, also, this is a story we've been following, and we'll keep following it.
A little update.
Right, definitely. So, Guns N' Roses. We've talked about the reunion now for a few episodes, but. Mentioned it, and as everybody's aware, the lineup just a few days ago, it looks like, was kind of finalized. I'm looking at Ultimate Classic Rock here. So for the Coachella shows, I should say, they've got some dudes that toured with the Guns N' Roses 2.0 in from the last 15 years, really. Jeez. So yeah, Richard Fortus, this Frank Ferrer, Chris Pittman, and Dizzy Reed. Who Dizzy Reed actually?
He's been there a long time.
He's a Use Your Illusion guy.
Yeah.
He's been there since then. Yeah. And I figured even if he's kind of Axl's guy, I think, as well. He's obviously he kept him around.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So maybe not the news that everybody, particularly this fan, wanted to hear about who would be on the other guitar, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah, and when you're talking about who's going to be the drummer, whether it's going to be Sorum or Adler, and you get neither.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
So is that okay? Like if it's just like they added Slash and.
It's like the Slash stuff and Axl show, basically.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't feel complete to me. It just I'm not as excited as I would have been with definitely Izzy.
I think it's too little, too late, almost.
Yeah.
Like especially because there's been talks, I think rumors that they want to record maybe new material as well, and so it's like.
Yeah, that bird has flown.
Are you going to sell 1 million records? No.
Because you're not like 25. You don't have like the same inspirations anymore.
Yeah, dude. If they would have done this like
environment's
1999, 2000, like 99 to 02 maybe in that window.
Even then, it still would have been.
Yeah, it would have still been way later.
Yeah, it would have been different. It wouldn't have been the same at all. As soon as they missed the boat after Use Your Illusion, it was kind of. Well, okay. The music world moves on.
Yeah, and definitely like when Axl's next album came out, 2008. It's like everything had changed. I mean, just like the whole music industry had been turned upside down.
2 decades removed from the last time you had a record in the charts, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it's a totally different landscape. But you know what? There's if these Coachella shows go well. Or well enough, with Axl, you kind of have to cross your fingers that he's going to be there,
and I think
or that they don't take the stage at 3 a.m.
It's like partially set up that way as kind of like a test. Can these guys stay together for a week?
Yeah.
Because it's like shows, then a week, then shows.
Right? Yeah.
So
Coachella's
can these guys stay together for a week? Yeah. And if they can, we could possibly take this shit on the road.
Dude, I will
make bags of cash.
I will tune into Periscope when they're supposed to take the stage just to like see the anticipation of people waiting for maybe they don't have to wait, maybe they wait 90 minutes, 2 hours, who knows. It will be one of the greatest anticipatory moments in concert history.
We'll have to do a B-side on those because I've had a few of those different shows and stuff.
With the anticipation,
the Velvet Revolver.
Yeah.
Didn't think he was coming out. They were like an hour and 20 minutes late getting on stage. Hank Williams Jr., I think, one night, like the crowd was about to riot at the fair, and then he finally came on.
Jeez.
And then,
Cephas.
Yeah, I've had some crazy moments like that at shows.
I saw Bob Seger. I don't know. Levi,
oh, you were
with me.
Yeah, he was like
he started like 2 hours after he was like.
Oh yeah.
The ticket was advertised for 8. He didn't go on until like 9:45.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no opener.
No opener. Wow.
I wasn't into Kanye, but Kanye at Bonnaroo did go on till like 4 in the morning or something.
Jeez.
People were like, he was supposed to be on at like midnight or something.
Yeah. Which, well, you can expect that with Kanye. I think with the Seeger thing, I think our show was an outlier. You know, I mean, I think every night he's probably pretty punctual. It was just for some reason no announcement was made or anything.
Yeah, that's the thing. Just like give an announcement and like say, hey, we're going to be starting an hour later. That's cool. Just like establish expectations. Maybe I'll go out and buy a t-shirt.
2 hours of extra beer drinking.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
lots of Midwestern Bob Seger fans who were fucking rowdy by the time he got on stage.
So drunk.
Yeah. So as the lineup stands for GNR, would you buy a ticket for like Soldier Field?
No.
Oh God.
Coors Field.
Yeah.
I would. I don't think.
Or Mile High, I should say.
Mile High.
Invesco, whatever the hell it is.
I don't think I could. I don't know. I don't think so. Because I mean, if it's gonna cost me like $150, $200, no way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's gonna be hyped out so much, like the Dead shows, where it's like an event, and you're selling an experience to a demographic of people who were never able to experience it originally.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that's just gonna suck all the.
There'll be no spontaneity.
Yeah, it's just gonna suck that out of it. And so, I just don't think I could do it. Especially, like Gabe said, it's going to be $100 a ticket to sit in the nosebleeds.
That's for the nosebleeds, I'm sure. So I'm gonna pass. If Izzy was there, I think I'd probably consider.
Really?
Yeah.
If Izzy was there, and then possibly maybe one of the other drummers, I would go.
So, but Izzy has been known to sit in, right?
With just Izzy there. What's that?
Izzy's been known to sit in.
He has.
Yeah.
He has.
I think there's an O2 Arena show that they show on Palladia a lot, where he sits in.
Yeah, and then they did like a run in Vegas, maybe 3-4 years ago, like a residency type thing.
Yeah.
They played like 10 or 12 shows.
That was supposedly that's what laid the groundwork for this reunion. Is Slash went over there while they were doing a residency.
Yeah, I think Slash. You're right. I heard that story as well.
And so that's how the friendship got rekindled.
So they kind of met and started patching things up. It sounds like 3-4 years ago.
So it's ironic that Izzy helped start all this, and then he's like, "All right, off you go. I'm gonna stay away. I'll be back here in LA."
Yeah, right. That's kind of how he was with the band originally. He's like, "Here's Appetite, which I had a huge hand in making. Now do everything else by yourselves, guys."
Left at the peak of their popularity. I mean, he left the biggest band in the world. I mean, So anyway, is he a mystery man?
So we'll keep.
I kind of like that. I kind of like that about him.
Yeah.
You know what we should do? We should do some GNR set list on Facebook. Some dream set list we want to see.
Sure.
Obviously, there's not a huge body of work really to choose from, but
I want The Garden into Estranged.
Right.
One of my favorites.
Getz is holding out with all the Chinese democracy tunes. Right?
In order.
Street of Dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, fun stuff. Well, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get together a set list for GNR, and also a playlist I made a long time ago, right when iTunes started. Use Your Illusion, the LP, which I'll post that as well.
Okay.
Because
we should all do that.
We should. Because I love that record, but it is a bloated, it doesn't need to be 2 separate albums. just merge it onto maybe a little bit of a longer record. I've probably got about 14 tracks or so.
You got to keep it down to what, 70 minutes is the max for a CD?
Yeah. So we'll
70 minutes or less.
Keep that in mind when we construct these set lists.
Yeah. Okay.
This track list, I should say, for Use Your Illusion, the LP. No 1 or 2, just Use Your Illusion.
Right. Right.
Right. All right.
Illusion.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, you know what? Yeah, I'm still excited to somewhat excited to. I'm sure the Coachella thing will be broadcast. I'm sure.
I was gonna say, yeah, I would assume
Yeah.
I'll have a chance to enjoy one of these
Yeah.
from the comfort of my couch.
Right, and that's fine by me. I think for this lineup.
At this stage, 1999, I would have probably fought the crowd. I'd have like gone and seen them.
Yeah. Would have been like, 1999 would be like, oh my God, this ticket was $50. Jesus.
Yeah, 2016, I'm like, not so much.
Right. We're like, oh, parking is $50.
VIP parking's $80.
Well, anyway, Axel, buddy, good luck. All right. That's all I can say. Do Indiana proud, kid. So anyway, again, follow us on Twitter and Instagram at RockInChew. Okay, that's RockInChew. And then also, we're going to be doing some more shows soon. Maybe we'll do some show your cards. Maybe we'll
some more B-sides, some more interviews.
B-sides, more interviews, some more guests. So we're stoked for that. Also, you can check out everything within the Rock and Roll Shin-Soo Choo universe at rockchew.com. That's no N. rockchew.com. So you can find everything there. So dig it and let your friends know, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.
Peace.